All right, welcome back to another day. We're back on the truck. It's raining outside. I got my glasses on because I can't see crap lately. We installed a couple things off camera. The reservoir for the press stone and the battery box, which isn't much of a box. We're also getting going on installing the steering column back onto the steering gear. That spline is a little messed up, so I have to file it quickly. Now we're just gonna shoot some WD-40 in there, try to get it on. All right, we came up to the parts truck just to steal a couple things. We need that ABS pump. The other one we took out and we're cleaning it, but this one is in better condition. All the caps are already on, so just gotta get that off. We took a couple hoses for the radiator. Got one there. This truck is in really good condition. It should really just take the cab off of it. There's a lot of stuff that I am gonna steal. I might just take this and try to make a clutch pedal out of it. So, and there's a lot of stuff like this. That's the size of that heater blower that goes on the outside that we took off on mine to make the turbo fit. So that's just how big that unit is. It goes all the way through the firewall. Anyways, if I ever need it again, I can get another one. So this is basically the same truck as mine. Same old engine, V8 Triton. Lots of goodies, lots of good stuff, and it's nice to be able to come back here and look at how everything was set up so I remember. All right, we got to get this off before it fills up with water. So that's where that brake goes, but I don't know where this can go. I wonder if we could make something. Quite odd how it fits. Maybe I'd have to trim it a little bit. That would be weird. So the mount fit perfectly, but they changed the plug. That's the plug. That's the other plug, so that's completely different. So this will not work at all. Alright, so that's the one we pulled out of the parts truck. That is no good because the plug is not the same. So we just put a nice coat of black paint on the bracket, and we have reassembled what we took apart yesterday. We cleaned it up as much as we can. Hopefully it's not too bad inside. We'll know when we go try to press the brake pedal. Yeah, and we'll throw it back in once the paint's all nice and dry. While we're waiting, I was trying to adjust or cut the proper length of piping for this here. I just gotta go there and here. It's just gotta cut a little bit more, I think. Boy, has technology changed. This thing is obsolete and it's a piece of junk, and it cost me lots of money. Yeah, sure, it has a stand, but look at that shot. What a terrible shot. That's terrible. Gosh. All right, so today's been a little mess up in the videoing, but we didn't get too much done today. I'm just gonna go through everything that we did. I like to, in the future, I'm gonna be filming with this camera here, just so that I can get all the shots while I'm doing it, and I'm not just doing it off camera and explaining to you as I'm doing it, because it's kind of like, defeats the purpose of YouTube. So as I'm going to be doing right now is explaining for just this video what I just did. Like I said, we had trouble with this. We cleaned this ABS sensor pump or thingamabob or whatever you want to call it. We did paint the bracket before we put it in, but we cleaned this up. Now we just ran our lines properly like they're supposed to. We also connected our steering column. That went in pretty easy. We just have to Google which way everything goes now to put this back in properly. We also added these 2 lines going to the master, so that's good. Just trying to think. Pretty much we got to get the intercooler tubing going to the intercooler. The intercooler is obviously not here. Intercooler's here. We got these high brackets that are gonna fit somewhere around here. I'm thinking I'm gonna attach it into the old mounts for the AC AC rad. So that's where those are gonna go in. I found this piece for the intercooler also that goes up to the turbo. So that bolts up like that perfectly. So that problem is solved. The next problem this side is the rad coming out here of the pump going underneath over to where the rad goes in at the bottom. So that is complicated. Ugh, because it's right here, and we got a lot of things in the way, as you can see through here. We're gonna have to take off that air conditioner pump so that we got more room, because this is where we gotta run pipe all the way down there to that nipple there. So that's the tricky part. It's kind of, some things are pretty tight, so that's the tightest part over there, is running that plumbing and getting like proper fittings, like proper pipe that's actually bent. I don't know if you can buy like pre-bent stuff that you can like bend yourself, but like for this, for example, you know, it looks like it fits, but once it's on, just a little bit off, like you can see it, it's a little too short. It should be like that, but once I hook it up, it kinks right away. So it has to be purpose made for that fitting, otherwise it's gonna kink and it's not gonna work. So I know Diesel Conversion sells the adapter pieces for that. These are like $150, so I don't think I'm gonna screw around for $150. I'm just gonna buy that, and then we can put them in and they'll be done. Probably gonna order them soon, and once I come back from vacation they'll be in. So that's basically. We also have to figure out the heater core, how that's going to attach in. The heater core for when the motor was gasoline was kind of like this. So it comes out the rad here, it went into the motor here, and that went back to the heater core. So we're going to have to get some sort of piece like this plumbed into it for that. So besides doing electrical and stuff, like once everything else is done, we got to run wires for the battery and to the relays so that we can turn it with a key. We also need, this is the throttle cable for the V8 engine. So as you can see, it plumbs up to here, so that's $90 to get a shorter one. Which isn't a big deal. The next thing we got to do is, I found this pedal. It's actually a brake pedal off of the other truck, the parts truck. That's not going to work. So as you can see, these 2 nice shiny bolts right there, that's where the clutch pedal assembly bolts to. And it needs to be a big curve, almost this kind of curve, just the other way like that, just so that it could get around this box here and come down. So I looked on eBay and they're like $90 for the pedal assembly with the spring and everything. And I could make something, but with the ones that you buy, if let's say something like let's say the actuator, or let's say the rod. So this rod is for the master that goes down the slave. Let's say that disconnects. There's a cam on it, so the whole pedal will shoot down to the ground. So you'll know if it's disconnected, and it's not just going to be like free fall or free like swinging with nothing connected to it, as if I were to make it myself. So that's kind of like a safety feature, that you know that something's disconnected. So that's something I'm not gonna really try to replicate or make myself, because once again, for $90 you can have it factory made. I know it's only 90, it's only 100, but you know, 90, 99, it adds up, but there's only so much penny pinching you can do at this stage of the build. So like I said, I'm gonna do a little bit better filming, just so everybody can kind of see what's going on. And well, thanks for watching. Until next time, which will probably be tomorrow. Try to get this again. Many stuff to do. I just covered the few things that need to be done, but we're getting there.